What's up, everybody? It's 2024. This is Mag Chop Kenny. Let's chop it up. All right, welcome back to the show. New year 2024, but we got a lot to cover. I know I didn't do a lot of videos last year. I kind of left you guys hanging. I promise I'll be better this year. But wow, what a year 2023 was. From the movies to the fashion runway, all the way down to an art gallery showing. We got a lot to cover. We got a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. I don't want to bore you. First things first. We're gonna start from the beginning of the year. Let's go right through it. I started off the year officially joining the Six Bro Radio Show, which was really amazing. I worked with Denise Casada, Joe Rubo, and Nico Nation. We had an amazing show. We got to interview some of the most amazing people, from Charlie Rodriguez, the legendary freestyle concert promoter down here in Miami. We had William DeMeo and Bruce Sosha from Gravesend on the show. Sean Keenan from Cobra Kai was on the show. We had Stephen Bauer and Angel Salazar from Scarface. I had Tyler Gallant, Juan Vasquez on the show, directors, and director Juan Vasquez. Tyler was in the squad with me. He's also going to be in Northside with me. Leonard Marshall, legendary New York Giant Hall of Famer. I mean, these are the names that we had on the show. And even we had Eric Estrada, Ponch from Chips, which was, big for me because he was like the Latino guy when I was growing up. He was representing our people on TV. So it was really cool to be able to experience that and meet some of these people, learn their stories and how they got to where they went. Of course, after that, I attended the annual USO Car Club picnic in Miami, which every year I go to that. And shout out to the lowride community in Miami for always putting it on every year and putting on an amazing show. From there, let me tell you, I got to be interviewed for the first time by Nuestro magazine for their performance. They got a studio down here in Fort Lauderdale, so it was really cool to be able to sit with them. Gigi started the interview, get featured with them. Really cool stuff, really good people, and just amazing to be able to get the notoriety from such a publication such as theirs. I did have another movie hit on Hulu called Bay Nights. I cameo in that movie. I'm a short part, but it's a really cool movie, so make sure you go on to Hulu and look up Bay Nights. Check out this poster. Another really cool thing happened is I told a story when I did the fashion show. One of the guys that was there is an author. His name is Frank Ruffalo, and we had a good conversation about some of the things in my history, some things I grew up experiencing, living through, and then just the dynamics of the fashion show. So we put a little bit of all that together. He created this amazing book. I did the cover for it. I'm on it. It's called Operation Retribution, so you definitely want to go check that out. Look for it, Frank Ruffalo, Operation Retribution. Here's what the book looks like. Check out that cover. Yeah, yep, that's me, yours truly, right there on the cover. I did a lot of car shows this year. I wanted to be really active in the car scene. I went up to Tampa. I got to see the Lowrider show there. I went to Orlando, got to see all the Mazdas. Linked up with my boy Hector from Harsh Reality, who puts on one of the biggest Mazda tuner shows in Orlando every year. So you definitely want to go check that out. That's something you want to go if you're into those kind of cars. If not, definitely look for Lowrider Magazine's tour, and in Florida, in South Florida, and in Tampa area. So I'll hit my camera there. I hope that everybody's staying motivated and doing what you got to do, because let me tell you, this year is going to be a very interesting year. I think there's a lot going on that people don't realize, and so you guys got to start preparing for everything, because after 2020, I think we see how bad things can get. But let's get into some more really cool things that happened last year. One of the things that happened, which was phenomenal, I actually got to act in a stage play. So I've never done anything like this before. When I did in school, in school you got to take drama class, things like that. When we were growing up, it was like a mandatory thing. So I never was the guy that auditioned for any parts. I didn't want to roll in the play and anything like that. But I always did the artwork in the background. That was my thing. But this time I get a phone call from Pablo Malco. Now, Pablo Malco has Developing Dream Foundations. Don't forget to get your MagChop mugs, magchop.com. And he puts on these performances in different places. And so he calls me and he says, hey, listen, I got a role. One of my actors can't make it. I was wondering if you could stop in and do the role and shoot the scene. And I was like, yeah, no problem, you know. Little did I know, I thought we were filming. Right? And filming, you get like multiple takes. No, not when you're on stage. You get one take. So this was like Friday night and the performance the next day. So I'm telling you, I'm studying the script overnight. I get there. I'm still trying to get it right. The crew that he had to put together, when I tell you, what an amazing cast. They were so easy to work with. They were so talented. They knew their lines. They knew their cues, their points. They knew how to work with each other. And they accepted me right away. I felt like I had practiced with them for years. You know, they were like, hey, just give me this hand signal if you get it, and I'll cover for you. Really, really cool. But again, there was camera set up, so I thought we were just like recording a play. So he says, hey, you know, take a break. We're going to go live in 30 minutes after we had done some rehearsals. And rehearsals got better and better. Well, I go off to the side because I want to kind of rehearse my lines. So I'm rehearsing the lines. I'm going through it. And I see the people kind of coming into the auditorium. And so one of the girls, you know, walks by. They called her Red. I don't know her name, but she was an amazing actress. And she walks by and I said, hey, are those like extras or who are those people? And she was like, no, that's our audience. Yeah, that's Elizabeth, I'm coming. I was like, whoa. So I knew then I had to put my game face on. But as I was reading and practicing the lines, I kind of got a feel for the character. I developed who he was, and I kind of picked up an idea of how he would stand, how he would talk, some of his mannerisms, and I had such a good time. So it was really an honor to be able to be a part of my first play. And from what the crew says, I did amazing. So as long as they were happy, I'm happy. I felt good about it. It was really amazing. So shout out to Pablo Malco and Developing Dreams Foundation for having me a part of that. That was really, really phenomenal. It was a really cool feeling to be able to be a part of that. Another thing I got to do, and I got to be interviewed on the Brooklyn Cafe show with Freddie and Dawn, which was really cool. We talked about some of the things that I got coming up, the movies that I'm doing, the book cover that I had released. So they have a really cool show every week. So make sure you look up the Brooklyn Cafe. They're really cool. I got to also attend the screening for a movie called The Picasso Thieves. This movie is about the guy who basically was recreating other people's artwork and he was stealing the originals. Some of the most valuable artwork. This guy's a world-renowned art thief. They did a movie on him, and I was actually able to show my artwork at his premiere. Well, he fell in love with my art, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, right? Does art thief fall in love with your art? It's actually a great thing. He's got a view of art. He looks at art in a way that I had never really heard anyone speak about art. His ability to be able to break down my art was really fascinating to me. His love for art and the way an artist does the art is really looked at in a way that it's almost artwork to listen to him describe my artwork, if that makes any sense at all. And other people's artwork, what he likes, whose art he likes, and what art attracts him is really amazing. He was called the thief with good taste, and so for him to like my art, I gotta say, you know, you can't ask for more than that. After that, after I did the exhibit, I had to fly out to Houston. We did the first screening of the movie The Squad, Rise of the Chicano Squad, which I co-star in with Juan Vasquez, Tyler Gallant, Mike Gassaway, a slew of other people. Robert Lasardo's in it. I mean, you know, some amazing names are in it. And we did the screening. It went really, really well. We got some really good feedback from it and had a great time. And then it was like I had to, you know, I came down here. I came back to Florida. I got interviewed on the Look Who's Talking podcast with DJ Fluff, which was a really good interview. And then it was like, boom, I had to go do a second screening of The Squad here in Delray Beach, Florida. So we did the screening here in Florida, and man, we had over 250 people show up. It was packed in there, and we got so many different reviews on the movie that were really amazing to hear some of the people's thoughts and their perceptions and their views of it. Some real exciting. We got some feedback that was similar to Houston, which was all really good feedback. There was a few little things that we all saw that editing-wise was going to be adjusted. Juan made those adjustments, and we should be seeing that movie this year get released for 2024. So I'm very excited. I'll have more details on that as we go forward. The other thing that I got to do, like right after this, like this was all like right after one after another. I got to be a part of ArtServe's members gala, right? So it was a gala for the people that are basically the sponsors, the people that run ArtServe. ArtServe is the oldest and largest gallery in Broward County, and is the only art incubator gallery in the United States, which is really a cool fact. So to be able to be able to put on a fashion show for their members, which was really amazing because there was a lot of people there that were involved in ArtServe and the art community and Fort Lauderdale, the city of Fort Lauderdale, and I almost sold out of my leggings, which was amazing because now I got to go get more. But it was great to be able to say, okay, this is something that people were like, whoa. And I've gotten notes since then with I mean, just letters about the quality and everything like that. So I'm hoping to do it a little bit bigger this year where I can get more of my leggings out there, and some of my other designs. I have new fashion coming out. My daughter's got new designs we're working on. So that's really what we're working on going forward this year. So after that, I worked again with Pablo Malco, Developing Dreams Foundation, and I did what's kind of like a TED Talk, where I got up there and I talked about my life and things that I've overcame to reach where I am now and be able to have the accomplishments I have, the journey that it's taken. So it was really, really great. It was a great experience. I opened up a lot, and I did it in almost like a poetry type form because I ain't gonna lie, it was uncomfortable. It was a little uncomfortable because I was opening up, and I don't really like to do that. You know, I that's the whole purpose of this, try to help me out with that part of it. But it was really an experience, and I was surprised at how many people told me that my experiences really affected them and touched them and touched their hearts. So it was really good. It was motivating, you know, just a little bit motivating for me to be able to keep going. So shout out again to Pablo for doing that. After that, we were trying to get back on the radio. We got approached about doing a show, and it was looking really promising. We did one show, and things didn't quite work out. It wasn't what I guess the other person expected. So there was a one-day thing. It was a good show. We had fun. We interviewed Chris Lopez. Chris Lopez wrote a book called I Made It, Then I Didn't. And we're shooting a new movie called Rise of the Hustler, which we've shot some of the sizzler for it this year. Really cool story. I play an attorney of the hustler. Basically, I'm the guy that keeps getting him out of trouble every time he gets himself in a weird jam. So it was really cool to be a part of that film. I got to work with a lot of South Florida talent. We got to just put together a whole new team of people. It was kind of like on a whim, and we made it happen, and it turned out really well. So the sizzler be coming soon. I'll be posting a lot about that. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at MagChop, because let me tell you, that is where I'm posting everything every day. That's where it's at. Make sure you're following me. The other thing that I want to talk about was I had a really, really, really big deal happen. I got approached to have my own exhibit at ArtServe. And I did. And I started in October. It ran all the way through December 31st. I showed more pieces than I've ever shown before, but I also showed my book covers that I've made. It shows the fashion that I've made. It shows the movie posters that I've made and the movies I've been in. There was a whole bio about me as the artist, the designer, and the actor behind MagChop. You know, the company MagChop. A lot of people call me MagChop Kenny and Kenny from Mag, but you know, MagChop is the business. Kenny's my name. I don't mind the moniker, but to be able to have something where you were able to kind of divide it and see, you can see MagChop, the business, you could see the art of MagChop, you could see the products of MagChop, you could see the movies and everything. So it was really a cool experience. It went on for 3 months. Shout out to ArtServe for such an amazing experience putting on that gallery. It was really something to experience. It was really nice. So thanks for that. And for those of you guys who showed up and got to see it, thank you. It really means a lot. To have had you there. One of the really cool things about being in the film industry and being in the art and fashion industry was I actually got to do all three for the movie Rise of the Hustler. I teamed up with Tony Visions. We put on an entire fashion show. So the characters in the movie are at a fashion show at an art gallery. The art gallery has got my art up in it, and they are wearing MagChop fashion combined with Tony Visions fashion. Really dope collaboration. Let me tell you, Mag Chop fashion and Tony Vision fashion just looks good together. We just got a vibe that just matches. It was really cool, from jackets and bathing suits to leggings and scarves. It was just really something to behold. So you look at, enjoy the pictures of all that that I'm putting up, because these are really cool. And that's why I said go on IG, you could see a little bit more. I got everything that you don't want to miss. The next thing that we're working on now is Rise of the Hustler, the rest of the movie, and North Side. So I'm filming a movie called North Side. That's what I'm working on with Juan Vasquez. I'll be filming between Houston and Florida for that one, and I'm really excited about being a part of that. So to kick off at the end of the year, the most exciting part at the end of the year that I can say was announcing that the movie Negativity, which I play the older brother Mark. I'm the older brother of the girl who's dating the main character in the movie, and he gets himself in a jam with me. You got to see this movie. It's on Amazon Prime. It came out on Thanksgiving Day. Amazon Prime, look up Negativity. You got to see it. I'm in it. Leave a review. Make sure you give us our 5 stars. And guess what? I'm working with John Vargas on another movie called Side Effects, in which my daughter will be in this movie with me. North Side, my son is going to play a younger me. A lot of cool things coming up for 2024. So listen, stay tuned, don't go away. And if you look at what I'm doing, now there's been times where I've made a lot of money doing this, there's been times where I didn't make as much as I would have liked to. But the experience that I've had, the fun that I've had, the people that I've met, the relationships that I've built have been bar none worth it, in every aspect. The good times, the bad times, the easy times, the difficult times, no matter what it was, keep pushing forward, no matter how life kicks you in the gut, because believe you, it will. It kicked me like you would never believe. But I'm telling you now, you just got to keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, keep fighting for your dreams. Things will happen. Work hard, have faith, and be real. Keep it 100. So this is Kenny from Mag Chop. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We went on a little longer. Enjoy the pictures, and I'll see you at the next show.
For the rugged. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price